Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of NetFlow Analyzer's free training series. We'll cover how NetFlow Analyzer has a profound impact in securing your network from unknowns, how to strategize your monitoring to safeguard from potential mishaps, and how NetFlow Analyzer helps prioritize your resource utilization. You will also see how NetFlow Analyzer enhances the monitoring scope with integrations to top ticketing software, other managed engine solutions, and third-party solutions. We have a team of experts with us for today's session to clarify our doubts from product features to its technical length. For your convenience, we will record this and the presentation will be sent to your mail IDs for future references. Our first topic for the session is root cause analysis and bottleneck detection. Modern networks are complex with numerous interconnected components like cloud services, virtual environments, IoT devices, and more, making it challenging to identify where issues originate. Therefore, organizations often face contentious situations where different teams like network teams, security teams, or database teams point fingers at each other when network performance issues or any security incidents arise. The strategy to mitigate is to implement structured RCA processes to identify the origin of issues objectively and focus on facts and data rather than opinions to determine accountability. When performance dips, applications stall, or security breaches occur, finger pointing can begin. This blame game can significantly hinder the troubleshooting process and delay achieving a resolution. This situation needs the use of data from a network monitoring tool to identify anomalies and pinpoint potential issues to reduce reliance on guesswork and accusations. NetFlow Analyzer can help you trace back to the origin of the issues to remediate these problems. We'll look at some features that have been helping enterprises troubleshoot their concerns. As the very first feature, we have forensics. Network forensics is a promising feature in NetFlow Analyzer to curb the recurring congestion issues with historical data collation and reporting. Traffic spikes or any unpredicted network behavior in an organization can be an occasional routine that enterprises have been facing of late, given the technologies that are being implemented. Let me switch to the UI to show you the forensics report. Go to Reports, NetFlow, and click on Forensics. Here you'll need to select a source, provide a device, select an interface, and define a criteria. For the criteria, I'm adding the IP address here. This is the IP address I'm going to be adding. And I'm clicking on add. Now the criteria has been added. You can either choose match any of the following or match all of the following. You can also provide a time period. You also have a business hour filter, which will allow users to only see the data within specific operating hours. And then choose from and 2 hours. If you wish to, you can choose to exclude the weekends as well. And click on generate report. This will just take a few seconds. So this is how the forensics report will look like. And you will be able to view the traffic details, application details, source, destination, QoS, next stop, and more. Let's get back to our presentation. Network forensics offers a multitude of benefits for organizations, including incident response, identifying the root cause, reduced downtime, capacity planning and resource allocation, compliance, and auditing. Let's look at those one by one. Network forensics empowers you to investigate security events effectively. By analyzing network traffic data, you can identify the persisting issues and find the root cause of the breaches, understand attacker methods, and gather evidence for potential legal action. Since network forensics relies on raw data reports, you can know every bit of the flow information and identify bottlenecks or anomalies. Faster identification and resolution of network issues lead to reduced downtime and improved network availability. Network forensic data can reveal insights into network resource utilization, and traffic patterns. Therefore, you can know the utilization trend and conclude which areas of your network need upgrades and save on your enterprise budget. Network forensics plays a crucial role in demonstrating compliance with industry regulations and internal security policies. By maintaining detailed network traffic logs, you can provide auditable evidence of network activity and security measures. Moving on, our next topic is network packet sensor. Network packet sensor is an agent type installation of NetFlow Analyzer that bundles different functionalities to fit the befitting monitoring advantages. An agent type installation is nothing but a method of installing an agent to perform specific tasks. It has extended support for non-flow exporting devices monitoring with NetFlow Generator, brought in DPI into a flow-based tool, and also introduces downtime management or outage risk management with NetSpeed Tracker alerts. You can install one agent and configure the same for any or all three functionalities. We discussed how NetFlow Generator has enhanced monitoring with non-flow devices support in the first part. In this part, we look at the other two functionalities, that is DPI and NetSpeed Tracker. First, we have the packet inspection, which is DPI. While other tools in the market rely only on one major technology, NetFlow Analyzer brings to you the benefit of combining flow analysis with DPI capabilities. You can achieve a more comprehensive understanding of your network activity, improve threat detection, and troubleshoot performance issues more effectively. DPI allows for deeper inspection of packet content, hence helping you in identifying response times, URLs, or other factors that might be hidden within the network traffic flows. Let's explore this feature in the UI. Let's go to demo. Here we have DPI tab. Once you click on the DPI button, you can select the DPI engines here. Here you will be able to view the details about the application, source, destination, URL, etc. Under application, you will be able to view the name of the application, its average network response time, and its average application response time. Under the source tab, you will be able to view the source IP address, its average network response time, its average application response time, and the traffic that's been consumed. Under destination, similarly, we have destination IP address, its average network response time, and average application response time. Under the URL tab, we have the name of the URLs that is accessed and its average network response time and its average application response time. You can get started with DPI in seconds by installing NPS and configuring the agent for DPI. You identify applications generating network traffic with greater accuracy to help for better application control and security policy enforcement for specific applications or user groups. You can track the application response time and network response time. Let's get back to the presentation. Next up, we have NetSpeed Tracker. NetSpeed Tracker is helpful for network administrators who want to monitor and analyze their internet connection in real time. By analyzing the upload and download volume of the network traffic at different intervals from 5 to 6 minutes, let's switch to the UI and explore this feature. You can go to reports, click on NetFlow, and then click on NetSpeed Tracker reports. Here you'll give a sensor name, its traffic type, and the time period. Once all of this is filled, you can click on generate report. Report will be generated. We have no data here as of now. Let me show you how the report data will look. This is how the NetSuite Tracker report data will be looking. You can also track metrics like variation in packet arrival times and delays in data transmission, that is jitter and latency, to analyze performance issues. You can also use the data gathered by NetSpeed Tracker to make informed decisions about internet service provider selection, bandwidth upgrades, and capacity planning for future needs. On a big picture, by consolidating all three different monitoring services offered by NetSpeed Tracker, this helps you leverage historical data reporting, threat detection, server traffic monitoring, non-flow exporting devices, and configurable or flexible data reporting. Our next topic for the session, alerts, reducing alert fatigue and quicker troubleshooting. Continuous monitoring and powerful measures to curb mishaps around the clock or the hacks to immediate troubleshooting for complex networks. But to achieve the business bottom line, you need automation and proactive monitoring into the picture. Alerting systems can land you in trouble by bombarding your system with constant alarms, most of which turn out to be false positives to a point where security can become desensitized to alerts due to a high volume of irrelevant notifications. This can lead to missed threats and wasted time. With NetFlow Analyzer, you can filter the noises by low priority or repetitive alerts, streamline the alert stream, and reduce noise. With descriptions added to the alert profiles, you can provide notes for yourself to revisit or other personnel in your team to have an understanding of why the alert rose in the first place. This noted information helps you get started with immediate remediation as well. Alerts from NetFlow Analyzer helps you automate risk management with letting you set threshold and alarms to notify you at the earliest sign of trouble. We've got your monitoring troubles covered with real-time alerts, aggregated alerts, traffic pattern alerts, and security alerts. Real-time alerts will be generated when the data usage threshold is violated more than the permitted number of times, whereas an aggregated alert goes off when the total volume of packets over the given period crosses the threshold. Traffic pattern alerts will arise when there is deviation from the regular traffic behavior. And lastly, the security alerts will be generated when any security event occurs. Let me show that to you in the UI. You can go to Settings, NetFlow, click on Alert Profiles. So here you can see all four types of alerts. We have real-time, aggregator, traffic pattern, and security. Please note that the link down alert here is a pre-configured alert. Here you can add a new alert profile by clicking on the Add button here. You can give the profile name, its description, select a source, whether it is IP group, interface, access point, or SSID. You can also select the interfaces, then define alert criteria, define threshold, severity, and action. Here we have the time filter and the required time zone. Once you click on Save, real-time alert profile will be created. Here, when you define a threshold, make sure you select a notification template on how you want the alerts to be notified. We'll discuss more about that in the notification templates in a while. The next one we have is aggregated profile. To add a new aggregated alert profile, click on Add. Here you'll provide a profile name, a description, select a source. We have interfaces, IP groups, interface groups, access point group, and SSID group. Here we have alert time period where you can customize it according to your requirement. We have custom option and periodic option as well. Here you can define a threshold and you can choose to either match any of the following or match all of the following. Define severity and action and then click on Save. Once you click on Save, the aggregated alert profile will be created. Next up, we have traffic pattern alerts. These alerts help you know any change in your network traffic patterns based on the traffic behavior and deviations that utilizes both AI and ML capabilities. We've covered traffic pattern analysis in the first part of the series, and in continuation to that, you can add a new alert profile right here using the Add button. You can provide a profile name and a description, select the interfaces, and under advanced settings, you can set the buffer limit so you can avoid false positives. Once that is done, you can define severity and action. Here we have a time filter where you can exclude weekends and include business hours. There is time zone. You can choose whichever time zone you would like to and click on Save. Once you click on Save, the traffic pattern alerts will also be created. Lastly, we have security alerts. You will receive the security alerts when any security event occurs that meet the predefined algorithm or problem class. To add a new security profile, click on Add, provide a profile name, give a description, select a source, and define threshold. And here we have email address option, SMS option, and retain alert count. where you'll be providing an email address where you want to receive the alert notifications, and you can also configure the SMS option to get notifications directly to your phone. There is also a retain alert count option where you can set the number of alerts to be retained. Once you click on save, the security alerts will also be created. Let's get back to the presentation. Our next topic for the session is notification templates. You can add notification template in NetFlow Analyzer to receive alerts that we discussed previously. We have extensive type of notification templates like email, chat, SMS, log tickets, etc. Let me brief you on that. Let's go to the UI. You can go to settings, select NetFlow, and click on notification templates. So these are all the notification templates that are already created, and you can add a new notification template here by clicking on the add option. So here we have multiple notification template options like email, email-based SMS, chat, run program, logging a ticket, web alarm, syslog profile, trap profile, and invoking a webhook. You can use the email option to get alerts to your configured mail address, and SMS option for receiving messages and anomalies. And we also have trap and syslog profile option. You can also configure some of the integrations to create an alert automatically in any of the software that you're using with the run program option, and log a ticket with the third-party software, which we look in detail at the later part of the session. So these are all the notification template types available. Let's get back to the presentation. Our next topic for the session is prioritizing traffic needs. Networks carry a critical burden in today's data-driven world. With this increased reliance comes a complex challenge, that is ensuring that critical traffic gets the priority it deserves. Network congestion can occur when too much traffic tries to utilize the same resources at once. With no dedicated policies or restrictions, some symptoms your network might show are poor VoIP calls, video conferencing issues, ERP system slowness, slow access to the internet, and delayed responses of the application. Here are some of these symptoms to understand which issue might be causing what problem. If your symptoms include frequent call drops, jitter, and poor audio quality, it could be VoIP call quality deterioration. If your symptoms include video lag, pixelation, and frozen screens, it could be video conferencing issues. If your symptoms include slow transaction processing and data retrieval delays, it could be ERP system slowness. Finally, if your symptoms include slow internet access, delayed cloud application responses, it could be general network sluggishness. To regulate the bandwidth allocation or the rate at which the network is used, traffic shaping becomes a business imperative. Next up, we have access control list. ACL or access control list is a feature that lets you deny or allow access to specific IP addresses. You can filter out traffic for layer 4 applications by blocking the IP addresses that hog your network. As you can see here in the screenshot, you can either create a new ACL or select an existing one to either permit or deny access to an IP. Allow certain packets and deny everything else, or vice versa. The configuration goes as follows. Let's go to the UI. In the UI, you can find ACL under the inventory tab. Here we have the device. Let me click on this device. And in the right-hand corner, you will be able to view the ACL option. Let me click on the ACL. So these are all the already present ACLs. To add a new ACL, you need to click on Add ACL. So there are two types of ACLs like standard ACL and extended ACL. While standard ACL just permits or denies traffic based on the source IPs, the extended ACL can permit or deny traffic based on both source and destination IP addresses, along with the protocol types such as ICMP, IP, IPI, and IP, etc. Once you click on save, your ACL will be added. Our next topic for the session is QoS monitoring. QoS helps give priority to real-time traffic data, so the packets doesn't get stuck in the traffic. Say you are a large enterprise with 1,000+ employees, multiple branch offices, and significant remote workforce. The initial network environment had 2 Gbps internet connection. Let's say that your internet is facing difficulty like this. Your average latency is 150 milliseconds and jitter is up to 100 milliseconds. In the assessment phase, you have network analysis where thorough traffic analysis is conducted using NetFlow and deep packet inspection. In the second phase comes the QoS policy, where it categorizes traffic into classes. For example, high priority for VoIP and ERP, medium for web browsing, low for recreational network traffic. What benefit is monitoring going to provide if there is no insight into knowing if it made a difference or not? CBQoS monitoring will show you the difference between pre-policy and post-policy performance with this CBQoS graph. You can find out if the applied policies actually work for your network or not. So with the before mentioned example and discussed DSCP values applied, you can see that the pre-QoS values where the average latency is 150 milliseconds and jitter is up to 100 milliseconds. Post-QoS, the performance metrics have improved where the average latency is 50 milliseconds and jitter is stabilized under 20 milliseconds, hence ensuring that the applied QoS has worked. Let's see how this works in the UI. Let me go to the UI, go to inventory, clicking on a device, select the interface. Here, click on CBQoS option. Here you have all the details about pre-policy and post-policy. These are all the pre-policy and post-policy traffic details. This is all about CBQoS monitoring. Let's get back to the presentation. Our next topic is group settings. Cumulative group settings in NetFlow Analyzer allow the aggregation of network flow data. Under simplify data analysis, enhance traffic visibility, improve network performance, and customizable reporting, where simplified data analysis aggregates data into meaningful groups for easier interpretation. Enhanced traffic visibility offers insights into specific traffic types and usage patterns. Improved network performance helps identify and resolve bottlenecks by monitoring group traffic. Lastly, customizable reporting allows tailored reports based on specific business needs. You can also sort traffic usage by different groups to get the cumulative performance report and make management smooth and time effective. You can utilize group settings and create groups such as interface groups, IP groups, application groups, DSCP groups, access point groups, and SSID groups. You can also assign or restrict accessibility rules to admins, operators, or guests. Let me show that to you in the UI. Go to settings, then NetFlow, and click on group settings. Here you will be able to view all the groups like device groups, interface groups, IP groups, application groups, DSCP groups, access point groups, SSID groups, and AS groups. Also, you'll be able to view the device group name, its description, its count, and the actions as well. While on that, you can also add new groups by clicking on Add and delete the existing ones. Let's get back to the presentation. Our next topic for this session is in-house add-ons. NetFlow Analyzer capabilities can be further enhanced by integrating with other IT products. Product integrations are not mere add-ons, but are strategic tools that can significantly enhance the value proposition of NetFlow Analyzer. By leveraging integrations, you can gain deep network insights, automate tasks, improve security posture, and optimize IT resource allocation, ultimately leading to a more secure and well-performing network. The add-ons that NetFlow Analyzer offers are Network Configuration Manager and Occupants. First up, Network Configuration Manager. This tool allows you to monitor and manage configuration changes. By enabling this add-on, you can monitor configurations and changes, back up your device configurations, audit configurations for complaints. Let me show that to you on the UI. Here we have a separate tab for NCM where we have details about devices, groups, firmware vulnerabilities, complaints, etc. Under the NCM tab, we have a separate tab for NCM here. You also have the dashboard view of NCM where you can configure the dashboard for your monitoring requirements. Here you will be able to view the devices, groups, firmware vulnerability, complaints, configs, and its changes. This is everything about the NCM add-on. Let's get back to the presentation. So the next feature we have is the integration with Oputals, which is an IP addressed and switch port management software. Oputals is now available as an add-on in NetFlow Analyzer, as we discussed earlier. Enabling the IPAM-SPM add-on aids you by providing in-depth insights into network ports, information about connected devices, the ability to inspect IP addresses more precisely, intuitive widgets that enable easier management. Also, the add-on provides information like summary of network interface cards, a DNS status summary, the top 10 groups with occupied IPs, and an available IP availability summary. With the IPAM SPM add-on, you can obtain all the information you need from just a glance at the dashboard. Let's see how this looks in the UI. We have a separate tab for IPAM as well. And if you drill down, you can see the IP address manager tab, switch port mapper, and rogue detection. Under switch port mapper, let me select a device. Here under summary, you get displayed of the number of ports, including the percentage of used ports, available ports, and transient ports that are dynamic for the duration of a single short-lived connection, and gives a comprehensive summary about the switches in your network. So here's the switch summary. Let me click on ports. Here we have all the ports scanned in your network and provides port availability information to tell you whether the port in your network is being used or its availability status. Next up, we have port view. Port view graphically displays switches and the ports that are connected to them. We also have alerts option here, where it curates and displays alarms raised by the switches in your network. These reports and views help you effectively manage your network flow. If a particular IP is consuming more bandwidth than desired, you can find that port that IP is connected and you can block it. Moving on. Since the above discussed products are managed engine solutions, it's suffice to say that you get benefits that can turn your network monitoring a cakewalk. Since configurations, services monitoring, IPs, and switch port management are taken care of, you get end-to-end visibility. Since NetFlow Analyzer brings everything under a unified console, you can reduce bottlenecks without any hassles. You get performance insights both from your mobile application and web console and gain more efficient reporting and accelerated troubleshooting. Our next topic for the session is cloud traffic monitoring. Cloud traffic monitoring allows you to capture, monitor, or store the in and out traffic data that passes through the network interfaces in VPC with Amazon Cloud Watch Logs API. Let's see that in the UI. You can go to Settings, Discovery, click on Export Cloud Flow. This is where you can add a new Cloud Flow AWS with the AWS username, AWS access key, and AWS secret access key. You also have a polling interval. Let's look at an example. Here you can configure the username, polling interval, and here we have all the regions. Once all the regions are selected, you can click on Next. Press the AWS interfaces list and select the interfaces that you want to monitor. You can finally view the AWS regions along with their interfaces, and that are following traffic by source, destination, application, and conversation with display options to accept and reject traffic. You can also use NFS grouping feature to create a device group, which displays a list of VPC traffic in a single page. Moving on. Our next topic for the session is risk remediation. Risk remediation means having the tool to notify you in case of mishaps anytime, anywhere. Integrating with ticketing systems allows you to automatically generate trouble tickets based on anomalies detected by NetFlow Analyzer so that you are in the known as soon as an incident occurs. You can also configure some of the integrations to create an alert automatically in any of the popular ticketing software that you use with run program option, log a ticket template, And there is also a special third-party integration with NetFlow Analyzer. You can find all of these integrations options under Settings, General Settings, and Integrations. So these are all the available integrations. We have Service Displays, Service Displays Cloud, ServiceNow, Slack, Applications Manager, Jira Service Management, Splunk, PagerDuty, and Freshdesk. When NetFlow Analyzer raises alarm, a ticket is automatically generated in Service Displays. Next up, we have Service Displays Cloud, where automatic tickets are created in the STP Cloud software. We also have Slack, where alerts are created via chat, and ServiceNow configuration streamlines incident logging and syncs the data between NetFlow Analyzer and ServiceNow platform. With Jira Service Management, you can receive alerts from NetFlow Analyzer and register them as issues in Jira Service Management. Let's get back to the presentation. Next up, we have Applications Manager integration. Manage Engine Applications Manager is a software that monitors application performance, servers, databases, cloud, etc. Before this integration, the NFA will show you the utilization based on layer 4 and layer 7 applications, and you would also be able to monitor your organization's homegrown apps by custom mapping them. With this integration, you can map all your Applications Manager applications to NetFlow Analyzer. You can monitor the network traffic activity and find the bandwidth hogging applications in your network. Let me show how you can start with that. Go to Settings, General Settings, Third-party integrations. Here we have Applications Manager. Under Applications Manager, you will find this Configure option. Click on that. This is where you can configure Applications Manager setup. You provide your IP address or server name, provide a port number, give the API key. You can choose to fetch details from the Applications Manager server every 24 hours. Once you click on Save, your Applications Manager integration will be created. Next up, we have webhook integration. You can integrate webhooks with NetFlow Analyzer to send information to specified webhook URL of any integrated applications such as Microsoft Teams, Cisco WebEx, Telegram, and PagerDuty. So when any network incident occurs, you could easily transfer app data or alarms to the URL you have specified without any hassles. Let me show how you can invoke a webhook in the UI. You can go to Settings, NetFlow, and click on Notification Templates. Here's where you can find all types of notification templates. We have Invoke a Webhook option. Provided here, you can provide a template name. You can specify the type of request mode from the drop-down. Then enter the hook URL of the application, followed by the header details. Header details that need to be sent along with the hook URL. You can also add user agent details. This is where you can add the device details that are sending the requests for helping the server respond based on some specifications. Next up, we have a new release. We have entirely revamped our security analytics feature. Today, cyber attacks are subtle and often go unnoticed by traditional security tools. They don't create obvious spikes in traffic, but instead lurk within normal network activity. The key to security is moving from simply reacting to threats to detecting them early. To tackle such issues, we have come up with a new security analytics feature in Manage Engine NetFlow Analyzer. This feature turns ordinary network traffic data into actionable security intelligence. It makes your network an active defender, a vigilant sentry. Its key capabilities include behavioral learning, persistent tracking, context and prioritization, multi-attack mapping. Behavioral learning. Let's look at this one by one. It uses machine learning to create a normal baseline for every device on your network. This adaptive learning allows it to spot subtle anomalies like a server suddenly sending out an unusual amount of data during peak hours. The traditional tools will definitely miss this. Persistent tracking. The system tracks devices by their host names and MAC addresses, not just their IP addresses. This provides persistent context so you can always know what a device is doing, even if its IP is changing. Context and prioritization. It assigns a dynamic event score to each anomaly based on factors like severity, deviation from the baseline, and how recent the event is. This helps you reduce false positives and focus on the real threats that need your immediate attention. Finally, we have MITRE attack mapping. This is a powerful feature where maps detected anomalies to known attack techniques. This will help you understand not just what happened, but also why it matters in the context of a real world attack. For example, a compromised endpoint might be slowly leaking data and remain undetected by signature based tools. However, NetFlow Analyzer's new security feature would catch this by recognizing the subtle deviation from the asset's normal behavior, preventing a major breach. With NetFlow Analyzer, you are no longer just reacting to incidents. You are empowered to detect, understand, and stop advanced threats before they can cause damage. We are nearing the end of the session. And let's revisit what we've covered so far. We saw root cause analysis and where NetFlow Analyzer provides proactive detection and alert system, how prioritization of traffic is significant for your enterprise, integrations and add-ons of NetFlow Analyzer, and how it simplifies issue resolution and enhance management, and finally, our new release. And the team will be available always for you to reach out. Thank you.